AI. Your daily breakdown of the markets, technology, and crypto trends for May 5th, 2026. Let's get started. Advanced micro devices is on the rise, topping estimates for the first quarter with a 57% jump in data center revenue. The company reported earnings of $1.37 per share, beating expectations of $1.29. Revenue came in at $10.25 billion, exceeding the $9.89 billion forecast. AMD's stock jumped 5% in extended trading. The company's data center unit is now the primary driver of revenue and earnings growth. Meanwhile, the broader market is seeing gains, with the S&P 500 up 0.81% to 7,259.22 and the nasdaq rising 1.03% to 25,326.12. Nvidia, a key competitor, is down 1% to $196.50. AMD's strong quarter has investors optimistic about the company's prospects, with the stock more than tripling over the past year.
The U.S. has launched Project Freedom to reopen the Strait of Hormuz for commerce, but experts are skeptical about its success. The move aims to defend ships transiting the strait from Iranian attacks, with 2 U.S. commercial ships already safely passing through, accompanied by American destroyers. Meanwhile, the markets are reacting, with the S&P 500 up 0.81% to 7,259.22 and the nasdaq rising 1.03% to 25,326.12. Apple is leading the charge, up 2.66% to 284.18, while Nvidia and Tesla are down 1% and 0.8% respectively. The global oil pathway is at the center of the ongoing conflict with Iran, and the situation remains volatile. As the situation unfolds, investors are keeping a close eye on the markets, with Bitcoin up 1.39% to 80,937.36 and Ethereum rising 1.3% to 2,376.99. The U.S. administration's move is seen as a high-risk deterrence experiment, and its impact on the markets and global trade remains to be seen.
Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell is making a significant mistake by staying on the Fed's Board of Governors, according to Senate Banking Committee Chairman Tim Scott. Powell's term as Fed Chair ends May 15th, and by staying on, he's denying President Donald Trump a majority on the board. This move comes as Powell and Trump have clashed over interest rates, with Trump previously calling for lower rates. The S&P 500 is currently trading at 7,259.22, up 0.81% on the day. Meanwhile, the nasdaq has gained 1.03% to 25,326.12. Powell's decision to stay on the board has sparked controversy, with some seeing it as a move to poke the president. The market will be watching closely as the full Senate prepares to vote on Kevin Warsh's nomination as Powell's successor, with the outcome potentially impacting the Fed's future decisions on interest rates.
Volkswagen has become Rivian's top shareholder, displacing Amazon with a 15.9% stake. This move is tied to a joint venture focused on electrical architecture and software development. Volkswagen has committed to invest $5.8 billion into Rivian, with $3 billion already invested. Meanwhile, Rivian's stock is not directly reflected in the current market snapshot, but its partners and competitors are. Tesla's stock is currently trading at $389.37, down 0.8%. The S&P 500 is up 0.81% at 7,259.22, and the nasdaq is up 1.03% at 25,326.12. This development could have significant implications for the EV market and Rivian's future growth.
Coinbase is cutting 14% of its workforce, around 700 jobs, as part of a restructuring effort to focus on artificial intelligence. CEO Brian Armstrong says the company will flatten its management layers and require leaders to work as player coaches. The move comes as crypto companies respond to weaker market conditions and the growing use of AI. Meanwhile, Bitcoin is trading at $80,937.36, up 1.39% today. Other crypto companies like Gemini and Crypto.com have also made cuts in recent months. The restructuring is expected to cost Coinbase around $50 million to $60 million. The company is providing a comprehensive package to support affected employees, including at least 16 weeks of base pay and 6 months of health insurance coverage.
Retail traders are buzzing on Wall Street bets, sharing their moves for tomorrow, May 6, 2026. With the S&P 500 up 0.81% at 7,259.22 and the nasdaq gaining 1.03% at 25,326.12, the sentiment is cautiously optimistic. Nvidia is down 1% at 196.5, while Tesla slipped 0.8% to 389.37. However, Apple is leading the charge, up 2.66% at 284.18. As traders discuss their strategies, it's clear that tech stocks are on their radar. Will the momentum continue, or will we see a correction? One thing's for sure, the retail crowd is ready to make their moves tomorrow.
We're seeing some interesting chatter on Wall Street bets, where traders are discussing Warren Buffett's latest comments on the investing environment. Apparently, he's not too thrilled about the current market conditions, calling it a gambling scene. This has some retail investors taking a step back, especially with the S&P 500 up 0.81% to 7,259.22 and the nasdaq rising 1.03% to 25,326.12. Meanwhile, Nvidia is down 1% to 196.5 and Tesla is off 0.8% to 389.37. But Apple is bucking the trend with a 2.66% gain to 284.18. It's clear that traders are looking for direction, and Buffett's words are adding to the uncertainty. What's your take on the market right now?
We're seeing a major buzz on social media, particularly on Wall Street bets, where a user claims to have turned their 401k and Roth IRA into a whopping $2 million, largely thanks to a bold call options play on $DOCN. This isn't the first time we've seen retail traders making waves with their investment choices, and it's a testament to the power of social sentiment in the markets. With the S&P 500 currently trading at 7,259.22, up 0.81% on the day, and the nasdaq at 25,326.12, up 1.03%, it's clear that traders are feeling optimistic. Meanwhile, individual stocks like Apple are seeing significant gains, up 2.66% to 284.18. As we continue to monitor the markets, it's essential to keep an eye on this retail sentiment and how it might impact trading decisions.
We're seeing a major shift in market cap, with Google passing Nvidia to take the top spot. This news is buzzing on social media, particularly on Reddit, where traders are discussing the implications of this move. Nvidia's stock is currently down 1% at $196.50, while the broader market is seeing gains, with the S&P 500 up 0.81% at 7,259.22. The nasdaq is also up 1.03% at 25,326.12. Traders on Wall Street bets are weighing in on what this means for the tech sector, with some pointing to Apple's 2.66% gain at $284.18 as a sign of strength. As we watch this story unfold, one thing is clear: retail sentiment is driving the conversation, and social media buzz is amplifying the impact of this news.
Retail investors are buzzing on Wall Street bets about the SEC's proposal to let public companies ditch quarterly earnings reports. This could be a game-changer for stocks like Apple, which is currently trading at $284.18, up 2.66% today. Some traders think this move could reduce volatility, while others believe it'll make it harder to hold companies accountable. The S&P 500 is up 0.81% at $7,259.22, and the nasdaq is up 1.03% at $25,326.12. Nvidia and Tesla are down, but the overall market sentiment seems bullish. Traders are discussing how this change could impact their investment strategies, and it's clear that social media buzz is driving the conversation. As the market continues to react, one thing is certain: this proposal has the potential to shake things up on Wall Street.
Apple is shaking up the AI landscape with plans to make iOS 27 a choose-your-own-adventure of AI models. According to a new report, iPhone users will have the option to pick from a range of third-party large language models, including those from Google and Anthropic. This move is seen as a major step forward for Apple's AI strategy, which has been perceived as lagging behind its peers. The news is already having an impact on the market, with Apple's stock price rising 2.66% to $284.18. As the company prepares for a transition in leadership, with Tim Cook stepping down and John Ternus taking the helm. This move is seen as a key part of its plan to turn its hardware into an AI-centric experience for users. The tech giant is looking to leverage its existing hardware to generate AI-based revenue, rather than spending heavily on new infrastructure. With the nasdaq up 1.03% to 25,326.12, Apple's move is being closely watched by investors and industry insiders alike.
OpenAI has just released GPT 5.5 Instant, a new default model for ChatGPT, which reduces hallucination in sensitive areas like law, medicine, and finance. This update comes on the heels of the company's release of the GPT 5.5 model last month, which showed improvements in coding and knowledge work. The new model has achieved a score of 81.2 in the AIME 2025 math test and outperformed its predecessor on the MMMU Pro multimodal reasoning benchmark. Meanwhile, in the market, tech stocks are seeing a boost, with Apple up 2.66% to $284.18 and Nvidia down 1% to $196.50. The S&P 500 is also up 0.81% to 7,259.22. This new model is set to replace GPT 5.3 Instant as the default ChatGPT model, and it will be available to Plus and Pro users on the web, with plans to roll it out to mobile soon. The release of GPT 5.5 Instant is a significant development in the AI space, and it will be interesting to see how it impacts the market going forward.
We're seeing some interesting chatter on social media, particularly on Reddit's Wall Street Bets, where one user is doubling down on Intel, saying, "Sell all your Intel," they said. "Bitch, I'm buying more." This user claims to have been invested in Intel since the $20s and is continuing to climb the mountain. Meanwhile, the broader market is looking upbeat, with the S&P 500 up 0.81% at 7,259.22, and the nasdaq up 1.03% at 25,326.12. Nvidia is down 1% at 196.5, but Apple is up 2.66% at 284.18. It's worth noting that Intel isn't the only stock on the move, but this Reddit post is certainly generating some buzz. As always, it's essential to do your own research and not take investment advice from social media. But it's clear that retail sentiment is still strong, and traders are looking for opportunities to buy the dip.
We're seeing some interesting chatter on Wall Street Bets, where traders are discussing the latest move by Netflix director Reed Hastings, who just sold 407,550 shares. This has some retail investors wondering if it's a sign of things to come for the streaming giant. Meanwhile, the broader market is looking upbeat, with the S&P 500 up 0.81% to 7,259.22 and the nasdaq rising 1.03% to 25,326.12. Apple is also having a strong day, up 2.66% to 284.18. But what's really got traders talking is the potential impact on Netflix's stock price, which isn't reflected in the current market snapshot. As we watch the markets, it's clear that social sentiment is playing a bigger role than ever, and this Reddit post is just the latest example.
Retail sentiment is buzzing on Wall Street bets, with traders discussing a major rotation into stocks like AMD and MU. One trader is calling for a $1,250 price target on MU, citing insane mispricing and re-rating opportunities. Meanwhile, the Nasdaq is up over 1% today, with stocks like Apple soaring over 2.6% to $284.18. Nvidia, on the other hand, is down 1% to $196.50, a move that's got some traders second-guessing their decisions. The S&P 500 is also in the green, up 0.81% to 7,259.22. It's a wild ride, with traders learning from their mistakes and adjusting their strategies on the fly. The question is, what's next for these momentum stocks?
Crypto exchange Coinbase is planning to cut 700 jobs, citing market conditions as it restructures for the AI era. This news is buzzing on social media, particularly on Reddit, where traders are discussing the potential impact on the crypto market. With Bitcoin currently trading at $80,937.36, up 1.39% on the day, and Ethereum at $2,376.99, up 1.3%. The question on everyone's mind is how this will affect the overall crypto space. Some traders are pointing to the recent price movements, with Solana up 0.93% to $84.87, as a sign that the market is still bullish despite the layoffs. Others are concerned that this could be a sign of a larger trend, with Nvidia's stock down 1% to $196.50, potentially indicating a slowdown in tech. As the market continues to evolve, one thing is clear: traders are watching this space closely, and the conversation is just getting started.
Retail investors are buzzing on social media about a potential game changer in the world of corporate reporting. The SEC is considering a rule change that would allow companies to file semi-annual reports instead of quarterly, a move that sparked intense debate. Some argue it'll encourage long-term thinking, while others worry it'll limit transparency and disadvantage individual investors. With the S&P 500 up 0.81% to 7,259.22 and the Nasdaq rising 1.03% to 25,326.12, traders are weighing the potential impact on their portfolios. Apple's 2.66% gain to 284.18 and Nvidia's 1% drop to 196.5 are also on their radar. As the proposal heads into a 60-day public comment period, all eyes are on the SEC to see how this will play out.
Oil prices are on the rise, and the Federal Reserve is taking a hawkish stance, putting pressure on the euro to US dollar. This could lead to further downside in May. The US dollar is bolstered, particularly with expectations of higher interest rates. The euro to US dollar pair is currently trading in a sideways range, with the 1.14 support level in question. Meanwhile, the S&P 500 is up 0.81% at 7,259.22, and the nasdaq is up 1.03% at 25,326.12. The dollar's strength is also impacting other markets, with Bitcoin up 1.39% at 80,937.36. As the situation unfolds, traders are watching for a potential break in the euro to US dollar support level, which could have significant implications for the global economy.
Crypto fear and greed has turned neutral as Bitcoin holds above $80,000, with the crypto fear and greed index hitting 50, a neutral reading for the first time since January 17th. This shift in sentiment comes as the total crypto market capitalization has risen 5.45% in May, now standing at $2.66 trillion. Bitcoin's price has stabilized above $81,000, with the current price at $80,937.36, up 1.39% on the day. However, stablecoin outflows may stall momentum, with Binance recording a cumulative outflow of $11.8 billion since April 25th. As investor confidence improves, the question remains, are the bulls back in control? With Ethereum also up 1.3% at $2,376.99, and Solana rising 0.93% to $84.87. The crypto market is watching Bitcoin's next move closely.
XRP is gaining momentum, breaking out of a bull flag pattern, with a potential 66% price rally to $2.35. The cryptocurrency's spot taker CVD has turned positive, indicating buyer confidence. Meanwhile, Bitcoin is trading at $80,937.36, up 1.39% today. XRP's price action is mirroring a 2025 fractal that produced significant gains. With the price holding above $1.40, a trend reversal may be on the horizon. Analysts are bullish, citing a potential move above $1.45. As the crypto market continues to evolve, XRP is one to watch, with Ethereum also up 1.3% today, trading at $2,376.99.
Institutions are buying into NVIDIA, driving the stock up 20.8% in the last month. With a strong fundamental backdrop, including a 101.8% three-year sales growth rate and 266.2% three-year EPS growth rate, it's no wonder big money investors are taking notice. Currently trading at $196.50, NVIDIA's quarterly revenue guidance of $78 billion has investors optimistic. As the company leads the world's AI push, its stock could be worth a spot in a diversified portfolio, with the S&P 500 up 0.81% and the nasdaq up 1.03%. NVIDIA's potential for growth is undeniable.
We're seeing a buzz on Wall Street bets, where one trader is going all in on AMD, depositing $30K to bet on the stock. This comes as the Nasdaq is up over 1% today, currently trading at 25,326.12. The trader claims to be on a hot streak, with 3 straight wins or 2 out of 3, and is looking to share their next play with fellow risk-takers. Meanwhile, Nvidia is down 1% to 196.5, and Apple is up 2.66% to 284.18. It's a bold move, but will it pay off? Traders are discussing the potential risks and rewards on social media, with some warning against trying to get rich off one lucky trade. The S&P 500 is also up, currently trading at 7,259.22 with a 0.81% gain. We'll be keeping an eye on this story and the market's reaction to this bold bet.
Retail sentiment is buzzing on Wall Street bets, with traders discussing the convergence of Wall Street and crypto infrastructure to scale global prediction markets. This social media buzz is reflected in the current market snapshot, where Bitcoin is trading at $80,937.36, up 1.39%, and Ethereum is at $2,376.99, up 1.3%. Meanwhile, Solana is seeing a 0.93% gain, trading at $84.87. The crypto market is seeing a surge in interest, with traders speculating about the potential impact of this convergence on the global market. As the S&P 500 and nasdaq continue to see gains, up 0.81% and 1.03% respectively, traders are wondering if this crypto infrastructure development will be a catalyst for further growth. With Nvidia and Tesla seeing slight dips, down 1% and 0.8% respectively, the focus is on the crypto space and its potential to drive market momentum.
Retail sentiment is buzzing on Wall Street bets about the upcoming SpaceX IPO, with a whopping $1.75 trillion valuation and 30% retail allocation. Traders are discussing how this will impact RKLB and ASTS, with some questioning whether investors will opt for the smaller space stocks when they can buy into SpaceX directly. One trader notes that RKLB, trading at 75 times revenue, might look reasonable if SpaceX trades at 100 times revenue. Meanwhile, ASTS is seen as a different business, but its direct-to-phone approach might be overshadowed by SpaceX's Starlink. The market is watching closely, with the S&P 500 up 0.81% at 7,259.22 and the nasdaq rising 1.03% to 25,326.12. Nvidia is down 1% at 196.5, while Tesla has slipped 0.8% to 389.37. As the SpaceX IPO roadshow kicks off on June 8, all eyes are on how this will shake up the space stock landscape.
Supermicro stock is surging 19% in extended trading after the company beat guidance and reported a 123% year-over-year revenue jump. Earnings per share came in at 84 cents adjusted, exceeding the expected 62 cents. Revenue for the fiscal third quarter was $10.24 billion, below the estimated $12.33 billion. The company cited customer readiness issues for the delay in recognizing revenue. Looking ahead, Supermicro expects 65 to 79 cents in adjusted earnings per share for the fiscal fourth quarter, with revenue ranging from $11 billion to $12.5 billion. This news comes as the S&P 500 is up 6% for the year, currently trading at 7,259.22, and Nvidia, a key partner for Supermicro, is trading at 196.5, down 1% on the day. With its strong position in the AI boom, Supermicro is exceptionally well-positioned to meet the massive demand for AI and enterprise verticals, according to CEO Charles Liang.
Micron Technology is making history, surging 11% to push its market cap past $700 billion for the first time. The memory maker's stock is now up 124% this year and nearly 700% in the past 12 months, driven by the artificial intelligence boom. Demand for memory has surged, benefiting Micron, as chipmakers like Nvidia, currently trading at $196.50, require large amounts of memory to power their high-performance AI processors. The rally in memory stocks is accelerating, with the S&P 500 up 0.81% to 7,259.22 and the nasdaq rising 1.03% to 25,326.12. Micron's impressive run has pushed the company into the top 10 most valuable U.S. tech companies, alongside giants like Apple, which is up 2.66% to $284.18. As the tech sector continues to drive the market, all eyes are on Micron to see if its momentum can be sustained.
Intel and Micron are on the cusp of breaking major milestones, with options traders clamoring to get in on the action. Despite a 700% rally over the past year, bulls continue to flood the space, with Micron options premiums reaching new heights. On Tuesday, over $2.8 billion in Micron options premium changed hands, outpacing the combined total of index ETF SPY and QQQ. The S&P 500 is currently trading at 7,259.22, up 0.81%, while the nasdaq has risen 1.03% to 25,326.12. Notably, Nvidia is down 1% to 196.5, but the semiconductor sector remains a hotbed of activity, with traders eager to capitalize on further upside. As the market continues to evolve, one thing is clear: the demand for semiconductor stocks shows no signs of slowing down.
In a bold move, A16's crypto has raised a $2.2 billion fund, its fifth, bringing the total to $9.8 billion. This comes as the crypto market cools, with Bitcoin currently trading at $80,937.36, up 1.39%. The fund's partners remain optimistic, acknowledging the slower pace of investment, but insisting that what gets built during downtime is often more useful and durable. Meanwhile, other major players like Paradigm are expanding into AI, with a reported $1.5 billion fund in the works. A16's crypto, however, remains dedicated to crypto entrepreneurs, with a team now including Eddie Lazarin as general partner. As the market navigates this quieter moment, investors are watching closely, with Ethereum trading at $2,376.99, up 1.3%, and Solana at $84.87, up 0.93%.
Crypto traders are under scrutiny after a report from Keiko suggests some may have front-run Robinhood's listing announcements. One wallet address opened a long position on Lighter just an hour before the token's listing, closing it shortly after for a potential profit. This pattern has been seen with other listings, including Cash, Synthetics, and the Near protocol. Meanwhile, Bitcoin's price is up 1.39% to $80,937.36, and Ethereum is up 1.3% to $2,376.99. The question remains, did these traders have access to non-public information, or are they just exceptionally skilled at reading market signals?
Retail sentiment is buzzing on Wall Street bets, with traders discussing the pricing strategy of Starbucks. The average drink now costs between $7 and $9, while it can be made at home for just 50 cents. Despite this, U.S. transactions were up 4.4% in Q2 FY 2026, with ticket growth at 2.6%. The question on everyone's mind is, why isn't Starbucks cutting prices? With a gross margin of around 69% per drink, the company has room to maneuver. Meanwhile, the S&P 500 is up 0.81% at 7,259.22, and the nasdaq is up 1.03% at 25,326.12. Traders are wondering if this luxury pricing will impact consumer behavior, especially with other stocks like Apple performing well, up 2.66% at 284.18. The conversation is heating up, with some arguing that a price drop to $3 to $5 could boost sales and bring in more customers who are currently opting to make their coffee at home.
The U.S. labor market may be thawing, with hiring rates jumping to 3.5% in March, the fastest pace in 2 years. However, the ongoing Iran war poses a significant risk to the job market, with average U.S. gasoline prices surging to $4.45 per gallon. This could reduce consumer demand and lead to businesses pulling back on hiring. Meanwhile, the S&P 500 is trading at $7,259.22, up 0.81% today, while the nasdaq has gained 1.03% to $25,326.12. The uncertainty surrounding the war may delay a sustained rebound in the hiring rate, making it a critical factor to watch in the coming months.
U.S. equity fund inflows have eased to a 6-week low, with investors buying just $911 million worth of U.S. equity funds in the week through April 29. The S&P 500 hit a record high of 7,272.52 last Friday, and is currently trading at 7,259.22, up 0.81% on the day. Technology stocks continue to attract investors, with $1.43 billion pumped into the sector, and Apple's stock is up 2.66% to $284.18. Meanwhile, Nvidia's stock is down 1% to $196.50, and Tesla's stock is down 0.8% to $389.37. The Federal Reserve's decision to keep interest rates steady has added a layer of uncertainty, but the market remains upbeat, with the Nasdaq trading at 25,326.12, up 1.03% on the day.
PayPal is shifting its focus to become a technology company again, with a major emphasis on AI. The company's CEO, Enrique Lores, announced plans to modernize its tech platform, move to the cloud, and aggressively adopt AI in development processes. This move is expected to bring in $1.5 billion in cost savings over the next 2 to 3 years. Meanwhile, the market is watching closely, with the S&P 500 up 0.81% to 7,259.22, and the Nasdaq up 1.03% to 25,326.12. Nvidia, a key player in the AI space, is down 1% to 196.5. As PayPal looks to streamline its operations and cut costs, the company is also exploring the potential of AI in areas beyond coding, such as customer service and risk management. With the stock down over 80% from its 2021 high, PayPal is under pressure to deliver, and its AI-driven push may be just what the company needs to turn things around.
We're seeing a surge in retail sentiment on social media, with traders discussing their long-term investment strategies on Wall Street bets. One Reddit user, u/Yazek, just shared their story of finally turning a profit after about 10 years, thanks in part to Micron Technology, which is currently trading at no specific price mentioned but has had its ups and downs. The S&P 500 is up 0.81% today, trading at 7,259.22, while the Nasdaq has gained 1.03% to 25,326.12. Apple is also having a strong day, up 2.66% to 284.18. It's a great reminder that dollar-cost averaging and a solid investment plan can help you ride out market volatility. Traders are buzzing about their own experiences with stocks like Nvidia, which is down 1% to 196.5, and Tesla, down 0.8% to 389.37. The conversation is all about perseverance and the importance of learning from your mistakes in the market.
We're seeing some major buzz on Wall Street bets about Anthropic's massive commitment to Google's cloud and chips, with a whopping $200 billion spent. This news is sending shockwaves through the tech space, and traders are taking notice. With Nvidia currently trading at $196.50, down 1% on the day, and Apple up 2.66% to $284.18, it's clear that investors are weighing the implications of this deal. The question on everyone's mind is, how will this impact the broader tech landscape? The S&P 500 is up 0.81% to 7,259.22, while the Nasdaq is up 1.03% to 25,326.12. One thing's for sure, this is a story we'll be keeping a close eye on in the coming days. That's your market wrap for today. It was a tale of two markets, a clear battle between a technology supercycle and brewing macroeconomic headwinds. On one side, the semiconductor sector is in an absolute frenzy. AMD didn't just beat estimates, they blew them away, with data center revenue soaring 57% and strong forward guidance sending the stock higher after hours. This isn't an isolated event. Micron rocketed past a $700 billion market cap. Intel is having its best month in history, and Supermicro jumped 19% on its own guidance beat. This is a fundamental repricing of the entire AI infrastructure space, fueled by what executives are calling insatiable demand. But, and this is critical for investors, that euphoria is running straight into a wall of geopolitical and monetary risk. The administration's Project Freedom in the Strait of Hormuz is being met with deep skepticism, keeping the threat of an oil shock front and center. Meanwhile, political drama at the Federal Reserve and the prospect of a more hawkish incoming chair are creating real uncertainty around the future of interest rates. So the main takeaway is this: we are witnessing a powerful, long-term secular growth story in AI clashing with very real, short-term cyclical headwinds. The question isn't whether the AI demand is real, the earnings prove it is. The question is whether that incredible momentum can continue to overpower the drag from potential energy shocks and a less accommodative federal. For now, tech is winning the tug of war, but the risks are rising, not receding. I'll see you at the opening bell. Stay bullish.